Okay, so big day today. I believe this is day 10 of the boot camp, if I'm not totally wrong. Today is gonna be about fair value gap. This is a very important confluence, and it's one of the ones I use, right? Fair value gap and inverse fair value gap. I'll probably end up doing 2 days on both because I think they're probably the most important confluence, definitely. I think almost everybody uses them, right? I think yeah, everybody who trades ICT uses them, and then some other people use them. They just call it something different. So today it's gonna be more over what is a fair value gap, and then tomorrow is gonna be about how to spot them, what you should really look for in them, how to find strong ones, um, how to know if you really inverse them or not, just more stuff like that. So for today, sorry, I'm saying a lot. I don't know why I say so much. Okay, so first of all, you have a candle, right? A fair value gap always is 3 candles. Okay, so it always consists of 3 candles to make a fair value gap, always. So you have like this, and then boom. Let me redo this real quick. Okay. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? That isn't that's not how candles move. Okay. So this is your 3 candle pattern right here, okay? So just let me write this out. Keep in mind. Okay, so fair value gap always consists of 3 candles, right? You have your first candle, second candle, third candle. Your first candle wick to your third candle wick is your fair value gap. If there is a gap, right? Let me write out fair value gap, right? This would be your fair value gap, right? First candle, okay, to third candle. I just punched my mic. I will just punch my mic. So yeah, so first candle to third candle is your fair value gap, right? What really is a fair value gap? It is it's a price or an area where typically there's a lot of orders sitting. So this is to the upside. There'd be a lot of buy orders placed in this fair value gap, okay? So you would wait for price to come back up, play into this fair value gap, and then bounce back up, right? This basically means that a lot of buy orders are filled in this gap, okay? So it's just places that traders would typically put buy or sell orders in order to, fill their orders. A fair value gap really is just it means that where did price go? So price started here in the middle of this gap, right? Boom, comes down, comes down, comes down, comes up, comes down, okay? Opens. All right, this wouldn't be correct because this would be like here-ish, but price opens, right? Goes up, goes down, goes up, closes up here, price goes down, comes down here. This means that price has never been in this area, right? Price has never rejected off this area previously, which means that you're very likely to get filled in with orders here, which means that, if price comes down here, taps in this gap and shoots up, that means he respected the fair value gap, okay? I think fair value gaps are very easy. I think they're very, very good confluence, something that I use a lot typically. I also use a lot of inverse fair value gap to take my trades. It's just another confluence that you'll see as we keep going that will just continue to help you form a bias and give you confluences that will make you more encouraged to take your trade and more confident in your trading. You know what I mean? So it'll just give you a bunch of things that will give you the confidence to take a trade, right? What else should I go over for a fair value gap? Yeah, one thing typically I also want to say is that if you have fair value gaps stacked up in a row, just count it as one big fair value gap. Okay, what does this mean? If you have multiple fair value gaps in a row, like within like span of like if 6 candles makes like 3 gaps, then just make those all as one big gap. Okay, because say another gap like say another gap and say here I'll give you an example. Say you had another candle right here, okay, and then price went like this. Okay, you would have another gap right here. Right, I would typically just count these as one big gap, okay? So I'll just typically count these as one big gap. So yeah, that's really all for fair value gaps today. Very good confluence. I didn't want to make it a big video just because I know it's a little tricky, especially if you don't know too much about trading. That's why it's kind of hard for me to like explain this stuff, because it just seems so simple to me, right? Because it's what you do hours and hours every day for months or even years, you know what I mean? So it really like, I don't even really mark them on my chart. I just automatically see them. So yeah, tomorrow we'll go more into fair value gaps. I'll kind of explain how to know if you respected a gap, right? How to know if you disrespected a gap, which is an inverse fair value gap. We will get into that. But yeah, I think that's all for today. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. I ended up not making a video yesterday. Big deal. I had to go to the hospital for my bronchitis. So yeah, if I'm not getting videos out every single day, just know that's why. I'm struggling a little bit with my health right now, but I mean, we'll be fine. Just got on some meds or something. We're straight. But yeah, so there y'all go. It's all for today.